What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to Mindful Gains. I'm Bryce. It's been a minute since I put a video out. I done made it through a whole hurricane, but I'm back and I got a question for you. Are you somebody who feels like you always have to address disrespect? And that disrespect can look like somebody cutting you off in traffic and you got to flip them off, or you got to get all animated and make sure that they see it. Or maybe you're on social media and you see a comment that you feel compelled to respond to. Like you just take it as disrespect. Or maybe somebody bumped into you, or maybe somebody stepped on your sneakers or something like that, and you just feel like you have to address this. Well, if that's you, you're in the right place, because in this video, I want to talk about why it's so important to learn how to choose your battles wisely and to ultimately stop creating arguments and these debates with people that don't necessarily need your attention and your time and your energy. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I used to do this all the time, and I used to always feel like I needed to address any type of disrespect. I want to talk about why I may have felt that I had to do that and why we as people may feel like we have to do that. If you let a moment of disrespect or something that you perceive as disrespect go unchecked, or go unnoticed, or you don't address it, it's almost like you're letting that person off the hook. It's almost like you're giving them a pass and letting them slide. And no, we can't let that happen. You know what I mean? Like, we were not conditioned to allow that to happen. And depending on like where you grew up in the country, you really ain't about to let that happen. Like if you're from Jersey, if you're from New York, from them like northern states. I'm from Jersey, so I feel like it's kind of embedded in us to like, don't take disrespect from anybody. Addressing disrespect takes a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of attention. But I feel like we feel weak if we don't address that disrespect, or not even feel weak. We come off weak. We appear weak to others around us and stuff like that. But we lose sight of that. Like, not everything needs to be addressed, and it's really important to kind of like pick and choose those battles. You don't have to check everybody that's done something to you and you perceive it as disrespect. Disrespect gets a lot of people in trouble. A lot of people end up in jail because they tried to check disrespect. I really just wanted to highlight the importance of being able to let things go, and it's not easy to do. I want you to start being able to ask yourself a couple of questions whenever you're met with this disrespect. Do you absolutely need to address this? What benefit is that going to bring you? How is that going to help your life? How is starting an argument, or not even starting an argument, but leading to some dialogue or conversation with somebody that is ultimately going to lead to an argument, how is that helping you? And another thing I want you to ask yourself is it going to even matter in a couple of hours from now, or a couple of days from now, or a week from now? Is this disrespectful moment even going to matter? And to be honest with you, it might matter to you, depending on what you're dealing with. There may be times in our lives where we do have to address certain things, especially if things happen consistently. People are treating us a certain way that just doesn't gel with us. And those types of things need to be addressed. You need to set boundaries for yourself. What I'm saying is, like, pick and choose, man. Even dealing with like the mother of my kids at times, there may be times where I feel like I need to address, or she might say something, or something may happen, or something involving the kids where it's like, I feel like I need to address this. Some things do need to be addressed, but also it's like, do I really need to address this? Like, no, just let it go. But being able to let things go, it requires this ability to be able to stop giving a damn. A lot of us care too much. You're not able to just detach, man. Like, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much that that person cut you off in traffic? Why is that hitting you so much that you got to flip them off? You need to drive up next to them. You need to stare at them. Like, why are you doing all that? That takes time. That takes energy. That takes effort. Where is that getting you? I know the answer. It's not getting you anywhere. It may seem like it's making you feel better in the moment, but let's be honest. How often do you really feel better after you've done something like that? I think it's just really important to be able to learn how to be selective with where you place your attention. Because I promise you, not everything is worth your attention. And you need to really value your attention. I always hear nowadays, like, your attention is currency. I always hear that in regards to women and stuff like that. But it's very true. Like, your attention is currency in life in general. When you're putting your time and your energy and your attention into responding to things that don't require it. Like, for example, you're scrolling online and you see something out there in the ether that then pissed you off. It's triggered you and activated you, and you got to say something. Why do you have to say something? Why do you have to put your 2 cents in? What is that doing for you? What value is that bringing to you? I get it. Sometimes I get sucked up in it too. But ultimately, how is that helping you? Let me know. Leave me some comments. I'd love to know how those actions help you. Enlighten me. So I really want you, especially men, this video is really geared towards men. I want you to start being more selective and start to value your time and your energy and your attention a bit more. It's going to take practice. It's going to take you to learn what does require your attention. What do you hold important to you? What do you value? You know, it's going to take time to figure that out. But as you're navigating that and as you're figuring that out, you'll start to realize that, all right, I don't really even need to address that. And when you start to be able to do that, that's really like having you stand out as a man. When you can sift through the bullshit and be like, I can do away with this. This one I might need to address, but I'm a craft a way to address it that is healthy and that makes sense and that actually gets to a point and gets me something out of it that I need. It'll really like level you up as a man when you can not be so bothered and easily knocked off your square by everything. Not every moment that pisses you off needs to be addressed. Yes, sometimes they do, but more often than not, just stop giving a fuck so much. Stop caring about it so much. Put that time, energy, and effort into something else that's helping you move forward in life. All right. We tend to get distracted very easily by things. We take a lot of things personally in our lives. When we do this stuff, it just throws us off. It makes life that much harder. And maybe you've experienced this before. So I want you to just do your best whenever you're met with some form of disrespect or whenever you're met with something that you feel you need to check. Ask yourself, what am I getting out of this if I do address this? And I really want you to ask yourself that, get curious, and I hope that this really helps you out a little bit. If this video provided you with any value, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're somebody who's into self-improvement, you're into understanding your mindset a bit better, make sure that you check out this playlist. I'll leave it up here for you. I do one-on-one coaching as well. So if you're a man who wants to improve his self-awareness, his emotional intelligence, so that you can have more control over your reactions in life and how you show up, maybe in your relationships with your lady, hit me up and we'll have a conversation. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.